Alright, so as you can see, stuff happened. I'm not in San Antonio anymore. I'm in Texas City. Um, I left my jacket behind for dramatic reasons. Um, you can see I got a calendar here, and some other stuff's going on. Anyway, uh, so that's different. That's why everything's different. Let's get right to it. So I've been overhearing a lot of Fox News lately, and allegedly there are three scandals that are going on right now. The one I'm most interested in is the Justice Department seizure of phone records pertaining to the Associated Press story about a bomb intercepted in Yemen, something that we're all apparently not supposed to know about. Anyway, the Justice Department subpoenaed the information from the Associated Press's phone service provider, who, just as one does, complied with the federal order to divulge information. The press's job is to keep the government honest by exposing those things, uh, even if it would rather they not be exposed. The press can't always know in advance, or really even in hindsight, what's too damaging for the American public to know, only that we want to know, and that we have a right to know. The IRS office in Cincinnati disproportionately targeted conservative groups who were applying for nonprofit status whenever it was reviewing these applications. And that's honestly the only Watergate-like scandal that's happened in my life where folks use their institutional power to suppress the opposition. If you don't count all the voter stuff that was going around election time last year, that there should probably be some criminal prosecutions handed out here as an example to others. But the attempts to link to the president are pretty. They're as specious as trying to link Abu Ghraib to Rumsfeld and Bush back in the day. I mean, look, there are policies about not being an asshole, and when one guy at the very bottom of the chain of command decides to be an asshole, politicians keep trying to shove that shit up the chain so that maybe the guy at the top gets a little bit on their shoes, and that's just not going to happen. Finally, and least substantially, there's the attacks in Libya late last year. Attacks happen, and if the right was really that concerned about taking down every president who was on watch when an attack happens, when there are ample memos saying, hey, there's an imminent attack, and when that same president just frames his messaging on this attack to meet his political ends, I have no idea where they were from 2001 to 2008. I would tell these people of both parties that they should just try to shut up and get on with their lives, but I'd be wasting my breath. Instead, I'll just say to them that you people are never ever going to get that press conference. You know the one. Hey guys, it's me, President. So, I gotta go. It's been a good run, but especially after this latest scandal, it's becoming increasingly clear to me that the other guy should have won. So, my last official act as president is going to be to appoint Walter, Dole, Gore, Kerry, McCain, DeMitt to vice president, and then I'm gonna. Alright. Okay, alright. So technically that was my second to last act as president. That is classic president. Just all those and launch codes, right? So anyway, there's one thing I can say about my replacement. It's that it makes me realize how fundamentally wrong my entire worldview has been, just top to bottom. I mean, looking back more objectively, I can see that I have just always been outclassed by the other side. Just super obvious. Super obvious. I mean, the people who opposed me didn't oppose me because every time I won, they lost, and they were just digging in their heels until the next election cycle where they could try to get the upper hand again. And, they were real people with real integrity, sticking to their values, who honestly believed that my every move was the will of Satan made manifest. And I should have realized that and respected their zeal and vigor when they described me as all of the awful things, just awful things that I truly am. It's kind of baffling. I never saw through that, Just my ego got in the way. Oh, look, my third to last act as president is going to be to make a bill and submit it to Congress so that none of this ever happens. It's a do-over act. So that federally speaking, you are required to be cool with this. So, guys, just for me, you guys, just for me, just be cool with this, okay? Just be cool with it. Alright, that's all I got. No question. Oh, right. So apparently some construction dudes making roads in Belize decided that the best place to get rocks for their construction project were Mayan ruins. Not ruins like an old temple. It was fine until, again, they hit it with a backhoe. I'm trying to figure out the exact thought process which made that happen. Right. So, need some rocks. Rocks? No problem. I know just the place. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they're used. So, that's why they're a little cheaper. Okay. Well, are they any good? What? Nah. They're used. We know they're good. That's what it is. Alright. These aren't like African blood rocks or anything, right? Like they're legit rocks. What? No, it's just some kind of historical site. So if they find us a lot, we won't even be able to pay it. If they find us a little bit, then they'll just be putting a price tag on all of those rocks, and we can just pretty much calculate around that in terms of the cost of using those sorts of rocks in the future. It's a win-win. Win-win. Alright, sounds good. Let's do it. So, Commander Hadfield, he's a Canadian commander. He's been on the International Space Station for a couple months. He's a pretty cool guy because he's used social media to try to connect with people and show cool space stuff. And the link I'm putting up here is for a cool IO9 article. That's a bunch of videos of cool shit he's done and tweets with, not Patrick Stewart, the funny one, William Shatner. And the cool thing he does is that he's doing something that NASA should totally be doing, which is like sending people into space and doing the science thing, which is important, but getting like regular people involved and invested in like going up into space and reaching back down to try to get everyone else to share the awesome, basically. So that's a really good thing. You should look into it. You should keep abreast of these things because it's cool shit happening in space right now. As a side note, I don't have the link for this, but just from your mind, NASA's actually be testing like a Lunarscape rover on the one of the polar ice caps here in a couple months, and that's pretty cool. Oh, and finally, I saw Genius Playboy Billionaire Philanthropist 3, and it was great. Yay. I also saw previews for movies that were not Genius Playboy Billionaire Philanthropist 3. Boo. Here's one, chosen at random, and not selected for any burning hatred that I feel towards it. Oh, hey Jim, it's the Admiral. I just want to let you know, you're kind of new to this old thing, so you're going to fuck up once. And you might, well, alright, you're not going to die. But your crew, well, or not your whole crew, but like some red shirts could die, and that's still a pretty bad thing. Oh, we're talking about you're so handsome. I don't even know what could possibly compel you to do something as reckless as to just put your whole crew in danger over some, oh, that'll do it. Just do not go after this guy. Captain, I want to go after this guy. Logically, Jim, you cannot go after this guy. Jim, are you out of your damn mind? You can't go after this guy. Look, Bones, I'm getting on the shuttle. I'm going to go after this guy. We're going after this guy? Yeah, we are, Sulu. Engaged to go after this guy. Captain, are we going after this guy? Oh, Captain, are we going after this guy? Oh, shit, sir, it's that guy. He's hailing us. The guy's hailing us. The one you were going after? Oh, yes. I want to let you know, you should not have come after me. Guys, it's your captain. I'm beginning to think that maybe I should not have come after this guy. Alright, dudes, it's me, J.J. Abrams. We're going to put in a few more explosions here, and then we get one more shot where it's just Chris Pine looking into the camera really intensely. We're going to fade in. He's going to do that, and then we're going to break for lunch, okay? Perfect. Cut. Wrap. Paninis, guys. Who wants paninis? We're getting paninis.